I think this is Joe Milton's game to shine. I think is make or break for Joe Milton. Why? Because as good as Alabama was against the run, Kentucky is even better. You can read about that on offthehooksports.com. Not a lot, but by 2/100ths of a yard per rush. And Kentucky is going to sell out to stop the run, which Alabama obviously pointed out as the way to handle Tennessee last week. And their pass defense is pretty horrible. So it gets us to 4 downs. 4 downs brought to you by our friends at Herald Group Security Solutions. I'll tell you more. 4 downs now.
4 downs. 4 questions. 4 answers. The Dave Hooker Show.
4
downs. A presentation of offthehooksports.com.
All right, 4 downs brought to you by Herald Group Security Solutions, leadership, experience, specialization, addressing problems through unique mission-specific mitigation techniques, also making your children safer one school at a time. Guys, we hear about school tragedies all the time, and I believe there may have been another one. You need to reach out to your school administrators and push them to reach out to Herald Group Security Solutions for very, very, very well-trained security personnel that oftentimes are in the armed services and will make schools safer. We're working with private schools now, but we're working to get that with public schools as well. So here we go. Cooper Mays, what should people do?
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
All right. So I want to ask you both, and I'm just going to field the questions, and you guys can argue it out. I'll give you my input. First down.
Coop here. First down.
Pick one word to describe the Vols' identity on offense. Who wants to go first?
Josh?
Their identity?
Yes. One word to describe it.
Grinding.
Grinding? Okay, I can go with that. What about you,
Physical.
Caleb?
Physical.
Physical? I'll go with physical. Physical's good. I can see physical. I'll still go with unknown, which is to me pretty befuddling at this point in the season. I have a good idea what they do, but I think you're going to see teams play the run even more, and you're going to have an offense that is going to be searching for ways to move the ball in the passing game, and I don't know that they can. Second down, Coop.
Cooper Mays here. Second down.
Who are the Vols missed most this season? Hooker, Hyatt, or Mays for that short period of time? Because I believe, Josh, that Tennessee wins the Florida game with Mays. But who have they missed the most?
Hendon Hooker. I mean, he was a top 5 Heisman finisher. He was player of the year in the SEC. We spent a lot of this segment talking about the quarterback position. A lot of it changes with or without Cooper, who I respect a ton, if they have Hendon out there.
Okay, what about you, Caleb?
It's Cooper Mays. And the reason it's Cooper Mays, if they have Hendon Hooker and Cooper Mays, they're 6-1 on the year. If they have just Hendon Hooker, they're 6-1 on the year. If they have Cooper Mays the whole season, they're 6-1 on the year. And
I guess it would be equal then, right?
Yeah, it'd be because they would have beaten Florida with either of those, Hooker or Mays. They're losing to Alabama no matter what. I watched that game. Alabama absolutely obliterated Tennessee in the trenches, and Cooper Mays was fully healthy. It wasn't last year when Tennessee beat Alabama in Neyland, where Tennessee won the trenches. No, Tennessee got wrecked in the trenches last Saturday. So they're losing to Alabama no matter who's in there.
Yeah, but I would also say with Hendon, they blow out Texas A&M. With Hendon, they are much better overall on the season. So it's not just the record; it's the play of the team.
And I would also argue with Hendon that doesn't he probably handle some of the miscommunication on offense in Gainesville a little bit better than Joe Milton does. He probably doesn't need Mays as more.
Oh, they beat Florida with Hendon Hooker. No, y'all misheard me on that. They do beat Florida.
Oh no,
but they also beat Florida if Cooper Mays is in the game.
No, I think that's fair. All right, third down.
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here. Third down.
Can the Vols win 9 games with this passing game that we've seen? Yay or nay?
Yes. Doesn't mean they will, but yes, they can. They're favored to do so.
Okay, Caleb?
Yeah. I mean, they're 5-2 at this point, and so I think they easily can.
They can, but I think the long ball or lack thereof is going to hurt them even more as teams are going to play the run even more as Alabama did in the second half. The Vols have completed 10 passes of 30 yards or longer this season. That's 1.4 per game. They did roughly double that last year per game. All right, fourth down, Coop. It's a possession down.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. Fourth down.
Joe Milton will face a Kentucky passing defense is horrible, a Kentucky defense that is good, so they'll try to take that away. So I'm putting the over-under at 274.5 yards passing. Josh, do you take the over or the under?
Well, I'll take the under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caleb?
I'll easily take the under. I don't even think Hendon Hooker averaged 274.5 yards per game.
After
passing.
everything you've said about Joe this segment, you put the over-under at 274.5?
No, against Kentucky.
Right.
Yeah.
If he can't throw against 275 yards against Kentucky, then they have then
No,
he's
Dave,
just horrible.
No, because what's going to happen if Joe Milton throws for over 275 yards, it's actually a problem because what that means is Tennessee got down and was trying to come back.
No, I disagree. I think that Kentucky is going to sell out to stop the run, and I think it's going to be really difficult to run the football, and he's going to have to make plays.
Okay, we'll see.
We can move the number. We can move the number to 250 if you want.
I just think
I'd still probably take the under. But
when you take the under against this Kentucky pass defense, it's 12th in the SEC.
he threw for 100 yards against Texas A&M. Yeah, so I'm gonna side. If I have to choose a side, I'm probably choosing the under.
Where would you
Just
put
so you-
the over under, both of you, Josh?
I don't know, 224.5, something like that.
Caleb?
Well, let's see. Hendon Hooker threw for 245 yards last year against Kentucky. Only 245. So I would
Yeah,
put
they,
it over
they beat
that.
him 44-6.
And they beat him 44
Yeah, I
to
don't
6.
think they needed. He could have thrown for 500.
But that's the point we're bringing up, Dave, is that if Joe Milton does what he should do against Kentucky with them selling out, Tennessee will have a 21-0 lead through the first quarter, and they're just going to and they're not, and Joe's not going to need to throw for 274 yards or even 250. So
We'll see.
I'll set mine at 215.
Tennessee's averaging 3 yards or less per carry. He's going to have to throw for 250 or more yards for them to win the game. But we'll see. Josh, you're a great man as always, sir.
Yep, appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Josh. He's Josh Ward. Listen to him noon to 3 on the Sports Animal at Josh_Ward. He's also on the Sports Source. He's everywhere. He's a superstar, and he completely disagrees with everything I just said in the past 20 minutes.
Gaston Moore.
I'm
My
in.
goodness. What a
I'm
day.
in. All right. Thank you, Josh.